Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvolo Green here and welcome to Ingest2 Mobile News. For those of you new to the series, this is where we talk about the challenges, we talk about the arena seasons, we talk about the chests that are in the store, and we talk about the offers. Basically we talk about what's worth your gems, your money and your time. And I'll do this in raw footage. I'll not edit this because I do not have time. Today it's my birthday and I'm going to have a little bit of a celebration party, but I needed to make sure I upload some videos for you guys today, even though. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Let's talk about the challenges. Actually, going back to it, the first one is going to be the Multiverse challenge, and this will stay up for 6 more days. The Multiverse challenge is going to yield you mostly multiverse actually only multiverse character shards, and pretty much all the characters that drop from here are good characters. It's not going to be a huge amount of shards, like it's going to be just a few of them, but it's going to add up, and at the end of the day you also get a chance to unlock gears for Multiverse of Flash, and that's a very good thing because they are gear rate drop exclusive and from this challenge. Same with Multiverse White Canary, but she's not that interesting of a character. Next up, the other challenge, not the one that you can see here, not this trash, the other challenge that will come up after this. And if you are going to ask in the comments, because you are going to ask in the comments, how do you know the challenges ahead of time? Join my Discord server, links in the description, and over there you can find out the challenges and the next arena a little bit ahead of time. The next challenge will be the Starfire challenge. So, what is Starfire? She's a tank. She's going to have a passive that is going to give her health equal to each power bar that the enemy uses. And at the same time, she's going to have some dot on the special tree. Like back in the day, in the early days of Ingest2 Mobile, she was used as a damage dealer against Horrific Scarecrow, because she was one of the few characters that could actually survive the fight. But nowadays, it's not a problem anymore, so she's not needed there. She will unfortunately be worthless in terms of raids and soul rates, but she's a pretty decent tank for Arena and a very good tank for CA. Should you farm her? Definitely you should farm for her, but don't rush into upgrading her because you have other priorities. And her gears drop from raids as well, so you might as well just wait until you get all at 60 and then try to work on her. But yeah, and the next arena season character is going to be Multiverse Supergirl. And Multiverse Supergirl is going to be a pretty interesting multiverse character. Going to throw that straight out. She's going to be for the most part useless in raids and soul raids. You might use her in soul raids in some specific fights where you might need some additional resistances because the fight is too rough, but that's going to happen rarely to never. But where she really shines is going to be arena. First of all, her passive is going to do the following: plus 15% defense for the team. Like, it's a good bonus. It's not a huge amount of defense, but it's a good bonus. And the thing that we are really looking for is the minus 50% damage taken by multiverse characters if they are below 50% health. This is going to be a very amazing thing, and it's going to make your multiverse characters very tanky. And the other thing is going to be Super Brat. It's going to be a straightforward ability, deals some damage and freezes. But you know what's the interesting thing about freezing? Freezing is going to bypass the resistances. So a character is going to have resistances over here. It's going to say stun resistance, damage over time resistance, critical resistance. But it says nowhere freeze resistance. So no matter how much resistance the character will have, they will get frozen. And frozen is pretty much as effective as getting stunned. It's the same thing, just you can't resist freezing. So how you play this? Well, you got two options. First of all, you play her as the main damage dealer and you just spam the freeze and lock the characters into a frozen state so they can't do anything. You will need a power reduction character for that and a pretty high level phrase, or you can place her as a support character in a multiverse team to make them have a higher survivability. And honestly, right now I'm using her with Multiverse Flash and Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Even though I have Green Arrow also, I just find her more effective. So with all that being said, let's get into the store section of the video. Also, it's so annoying. It's a lot of bypass time without the transitions and the cuts, but I'm sorry guys, I simply do not have enough time today. Next up, Black Manta Legendary Chest. This is going to give you some certain chance to get Black Manta. 200 shards are going to be enough to unlock him. Anything below 200 shards will not unlock him, unfortunately, and 200 will unlock him at 3 stars because he's a legendary character. So, and the other thing is going to be gold shards, and it's not a guaranteed gold character if you're a new player and you think that's what it is. It's going to be gold shards. You need 160 shards to unlock a gold character, and for the most part, you're going to get 20 shards from this one, and it's going to be 20 bad shards for the most part. Should you open this chest? Well, for the most part, no. Black Manta is, in my opinion, the best character in Just Mobile, but this is not the place to get him. There are far better chests that you should buy if you want to unlock him, and this is just something like you might want to buy if you bought this in the past or for some reason you got close to 200 shards for Black Manta and you need to unlock him. But other than that, it's going to be a crap chest that is going to be very overpriced, and even if you unlock Black Manta, you'll need his gears, and his gears are going to be only chest exclusive or from the paid offers, and paid offers is the way to go because chest exclusive is going to take you all the way up to 30-40k. Next up, at Ninja Gorilla Growth gears. His gears do drop from tier 7 and 8 raids, but they are going to be very rare, so this will be the free to play place to get them. The shards for him are not really a thing to value in this chest because it's going to be 20 shards for the most part, and that's crap. And you only get a 15% chance to get a gear for him, and you can get duplicates. So yeah, yet again, as Black Manta, if you want to gear up Batman Ninja Gorilla Growth from this chest, then you will need to spend up to 40k gems. So in my opinion, in my humble opinion, you might as well either get them from the paid offers or not build this character because the expense of gems is going to be way too high. Next up, the Suicide Squad team chest. This is going to be a good chest to unlock the Suicide Squad team, like 2% for 200 and 3% for 200 for 2 legendary characters is good, but, and there's a big but, they are not mandatory characters and they suck in raids and soul raids. You should only look forward to unlock Suicide Squad team for fun and for arena and champions arena. Also, they do not come with gears. Their gears will need to be bought with 10 bucks or gotten from an unfair chest. And yeah, they are good for arena and CA, but that's not a priority and you should really not buy this as a beginner. If you're an advanced player, you know what you're doing, you might as well get yourself a little bit of a Suicide Squad team, but nah. For the most part of the player base, this chest is not worth it. But if you want the Suicide Squad team, this is the chest to go. Not the Harley Quinn Platinum chest, not the Suicide Squad Enchantress chest. This is the way to go to unlock both of them. But don't. Next up, Cheetah Premium chest. Don't buy this. You get basically an 8.72 increased chance to get a crap drop from this one. Atlantean Armor Aquaman Premium chest. You get an 8.72% chance to get increased chance to get a good gold hero. So if you're a new player and you need characters, get this premium chest. And when it comes to special offers, there are some pretty interesting things around here. Just like Superman is going to be a good legendary character, so if you might as well pay 100 bucks and buy a legendary character. Yet again, it's up to you if that money is worth it, but if you're going to spend that much anyway on a legendary character, you might as well get yourself just like Superman since he's good. You'll also need his gears and Cyborg to make him work. The Multiverse Supergirl bundle, don't buy it. She's in the arena seasons pretty often and it's an easy arena season. And now we get to the good part, the League of Anarchy bundles, Entangling Poison Ivy at 4 stars and with gears. Yet again, it's up to you if you see this as a valuable trade, as a valuable investment, but I'm telling you, if you're ever going to buy the characters, we have right now in the store the best deals. Entangling Poison Ivy, if you want to do this, then definitely do it. There's no better character to buy with real money than Entangling Poison Ivy. Not saying that you have to, not saying that you should, but if you are going to do that anyway, Entangling Poison Ivy is the way to go, because you'll unlock her and at the same time her gears that are very hard to come by. Exactly the same deal with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn. Very hard to come by and very hard to come by gears, but you'll need Arkham Knight Batman to make her work. Last of the Joker is going to be also a very good purchase, but not as good as the other two, because with the other two, they are very hard to unlock. But with Last of the Joker, you are going to eventually get him from raid drops because his shards drop from there. So you don't really need to buy this, but if you want to, it's still a good deal if that amount of money is a reasonable amount of money for you. So if that amount of money is an okay amount of money for you to get a 4-star character in Just Mobile, then any of those are go-to, but try and get Entangling Poison Ivy and then decide in between the two. Next up, gears for just like Superman. This is the way to get them. Don't bother with the gear chests. Like, if you don't want to spend money on the game, then just don't build just like Superman, because the gear chest is just so unfair. The gold lucky bag, it's going to be terrible. You get a 100% chance to get a gold hero, and it's going to be dirt cheap, but there are a lot of terrible gold characters, and I can guarantee you that's a 99% chance this will be a wasted buy. And a 2-star is not going to do anything for you, let's be real here. Dawn of Apocalypse Defender is going to be a pretty good offer. You get a guaranteed Apocalypse artifacts, and yet Apocalypse artifacts are good artifacts. All of them, some are better, some are worse, but all of them are good artifacts, so you can't go wrong with this. And we have no deal of the lantern. So yeah, this was it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. Dislike it. Maybe hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next one.